afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is Sherry Wright, and I am here today because I want to give you an update on my YouTube channel. Some time ago, I did a video informing the world that I was going to be starting my YouTube channel, and I have been doing just that. If you've been following me, then you notice that I did a video already on microphones, and I talked a little bit about backdrops. And I think when I first introduced the fact that I was going to be starting a YouTube channel, I had a few backdrops at that time, and I also had a ring light. Well, to bring you up to date, I have the ring light. If you saw my video on microphones, you know that I have 3 microphones, and so you heard the story on that. I am also going to buy another microphone. Still not satisfied. I'm going to be doing interviews, so I need a special microphone just for that. I'm also going to be purchasing a chair for when I'm doing videos like this, when I'm all alone, and there'll be other things that will go into my studio. But I just want to bring you up to par as to where I am right now. Okay, so I have now a lighting kit, which includes soft boxes, umbrellas, and also tripods and backdrops. Okay, I think when I first explained backdrops to you, I probably had just a couple at that time, and now I'm closer to 10 backdrops. Okay, you can go out and buy backdrops like the one that you see here, and depending on what you're using it for, this works very nice. It's the color brick, and I know that you can see the bottom here, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to let you know that you can buy backdrops at different lengths. You can buy one that's very long, very wide, and one that you can actually stand on while you're doing your presentation so that you won't get this divide as you're seeing here. You're seeing a backdrop and then you're seeing the floor. But if you want that real long, real big backdrop, you will not have that divide. So just wanted to inform you on that. I also wanted to let you know that you don't actually have to buy real backdrops. You can go to the fabric store and buy fabric as well for a backdrop. And you would only need about 2 yards, I would say. And that's depending on how you're setting up your studio. Okay, so that is pretty much it. No, I'm about to forget something. I'm getting ahead of myself. Please excuse me. The other thing I wanted to tell you about backdrops, I know that if you are a YouTube watcher, then you've seen all kinds of studios, all kinds of filming studios, okay? You've seen probably really dainty ones. You've seen some that was really probably just very casual. If it was a guy doing it, then maybe they are doing it in their basement, or maybe they're standing in their office and they're doing it and they're just kind of like dressed down with a t-shirt on or something like that. Okay, so it really depends on what your preference is and what you want, how you want to brand yourself. So, but then there are some where you see that it's just like people have really put a lot into it, and then it looks so nice, and it just makes you think, oh my God, they have really arrived. Backdrops can be a lifesaver. You don't have to go out and buy all of the expensive equipment to get started. If you're thinking about becoming a YouTuber or something similar, you do not have to get all of this expensive stuff to get started. What you have to do is get started, okay? So a lot of people that are doing, who have YouTube channels are using their cell phone, and they're very successful with it. Their cell phones are so high tech now that they're just as good as almost any camera, and so there are a number of ways that you can do this. You can use your cell phone, you can use your computer, or you can go out and buy a camera. It's just whatever your preference is. But to start out, if you have a good cell phone with a nice camera on there, then you're good to go. And then if you go out and buy a backdrop, whether it's from the fabric store or an actual backdrop, you could put this up. Let me tell you, some of these fancy filming studios that you're looking at are being filmed out of a bedroom, a bathroom, a basement, just wherever they decide to set up, okay? The good news about backdrops is that if you're doing it in your bedroom, you can put a backdrop in front of an unmade bed. It may have clothes all over the bed and everything, just a mess behind that backdrop. But honey, you're looking good when you get before the people because you have it all set up real nice. And they don't know, they only know what you're allowing them to see. But you're ready and you're looking good. So just a few small tips on backdrops. You can get fabric, or you can go out and get a backdrop like this. You know, I guess this one would work better if I was sitting down, and then you wouldn't be able to see the divide. But if you want one of those really large ones and you want to move around as you're delivering your content, then you would need something that you can actually walk on, stand on, and give your presentation without any of that divide. So that's the first thing. I also want to let you know about lighting. When I started out, I started out with a ring light, which is very nice. If that's all you have, or if that's how you want to start out, it's nice. It's pretty inexpensive, depending on which one you select. You know, I had one that was smaller before. I just wasn't happy with that one, so I got one that was much larger. And then what you do is you put your camera in the middle. You can also add a microphone if you like. And then you're ready to go just with that lighting. And it usually has different temperatures that you can change. So if a really bright light is too harsh for you, then you can kind of tone it down a little bit. All right, but I went out now and I got a lighting kit, because lighting is very important. It is as important as the audio. You want to make sure that people can hear you well. You want to make sure that they can see you well. And then also, you want to look good. So you want to make sure that your lighting is presenting you the way that you want to be presented. So with my softbox, I actually have those right now. And I have umbrellas that came with it. It also came with a tripod for my cell phone. And then it came with this for my backdrops, and it also came with 3 backdrops. So I have my green screen, a black backdrop, and a white one. Those are your basic colors. And then I also have my green screen. And before, you probably saw some of my other backdrops. I had a black sequin one, and then I had a white one sequin, and then I have like a gray, and I have a soft pink. So I have pretty many right now. It just depends on what I want to do on that particular day as to how I want to represent myself. Now I'm also going to buy a few more, and then maybe I'll give it a rest for the time being. But there's one that looks like a bookshelf that I'm going to get. And then there's one that looks like wood. So I'm going to get that too. So those are 2 things that are coming, along with chairs and another microphone. Okay, so let me tell you about 3-point lighting, what's really important about this. So you have your main light, and that's the light that shines on the subject, which in this case would be me. I'm the subject in this video. So I have my main light shining on me, and then I have my 2 soft boxes on each side of me. And the soft boxes, they help to contribute the different type of lighting that I want. And then if you want to cast a shadow, like what you see in Hollywood, where there's more light on one side of the face and then dark on the other side of the face, you can do that. It's really your preference, whatever you decide to do. Okay, and then the other light would be the one that is called the hair light. That is the one that is usually shining from behind you and on top of your head. Okay, that is called the 3-point lighting. So you want to make sure when you're ready for that, and if that's something that you desire to do, that you are well informed about 3-point lighting and that you learn how to do that. Now for me, I'm still in the process of learning. All of this is trial and error for me, and I invited you guys on the journey as I'm building my channel. And I also said that I didn't mind sharing things with you to let you know what works and what doesn't work. I know that there are probably some of you out there who have the idea that you want to do this or something similar, but you haven't gotten started yet. Well, now is the time. All you have to do is just get started. You don't have to be a pro. All of that will come in time. Some of the YouTubers who have been delivering content for a while, or some who were lucky enough that it didn't take them a long time to build their channel. But anyway, they're up in the thousands. They have thousands of followers, thousands of subscribers and everything. And they will tell you that their videos when they first started were horrible. You know, when they go back and look at them, they cannot believe how bad they were. So that made me feel pretty good. So I expect to have bad videos in the beginning. I expect. But what I like about what I'm doing is that I'm practicing on you guys right now, and then I go back later, I look at my videos, and then I figure out what I could do better. If I didn't like the way I turned my head, if I didn't like what I did with my eyes, or if I didn't like what I did with my hands, or any type of movement, or some of the things that I said, and my smacking habit, you know, all of those things, I get to see them, I get to disgust myself when I'm looking at them and get angry, you know, oh, you didn't say that word right, or that wasn't the right word used, you know, it just makes me more conscious of what I need to work on, okay? So these videos will not go to waste. And so finally, let's see, what did we talk about? We talked about backdrops, we talked about lighting, so now we want to talk about content. Now, I'm not sure if all of you know, some of you who are meeting me for the first time, you wouldn't know this, but I have a mentor, a writing mentor, and I met her through Unlock Your Potential, which is geared towards women of color who would like to break into the industry, who are interested in writing scripts and movies, who are interested in music, the music industry, and all of that, where we just don't have the same opportunities. And so they came up with this program to dedicate to women of color, to help us, to mentor us, to help us to bring our dreams to life. Okay, and so my mentor is Danielle Belton. She used to work for BET. She used to have a show on BET, and she is now the editor-in-chief of, and I want to mess this up, Hoof Post. Okay, she has quite a resume. All right, so I am just so blessed and so honored that I was selected out of a pool of 2,000 women to be mentored by her. Now, she's not the only mentor that program has. They have probably 25 or something like that. So all 25 of those mentors agreed to take women to mentor for a full year, once a month. Okay, and so I meet with my mentor once a month virtually. Yeah, we do this, you know, we Zoom each other. And one of the things that she does for me is she assigns assignments to me on things that she wants me to research and find out more information about things. And then when we come back together, I tell her what I found, you know, I give her the report of what I learned or whatever, and then she gives me pointers and blase. And so the assignment that I had this month for the next meeting is how to create content. And she wants me to start creating content for my YouTube channel and to deliver it every other week until I have more practice and experience. And then when I feel that I'm ready to move on to the next step, then she would like for me to produce content once a week. And then as I continue to grow, to do it more than that if that's what I choose to do. Because you can create content for 2 weeks, for a week, 2 weeks, month, whatever you decide to do. If you have that much content and you can sit down and you can push all of that content out together, you can do that, and you can schedule it out. So you don't have to show up every week. Literally, you can create the content ahead of time, schedule it to be released on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whenever you decide to do that, and you can present your content that way. But what you don't want to do is to leave your audience wondering where you are, okay? By the way, I'm still looking for a name for my channel. I haven't come up with one yet. And the reason for that is because my channel is going to be geared towards different audiences, because it's going to be a variety of topics. I'm not going to stick to just, like, I know you've seen content creators who do makeup tutorials and that's all they do, or cooking tutorials, or fitness tutorials, and that's all they do. Well, in my case, as a minister, I'm definitely going to deliver ministry, as part of my content. As a family-oriented person, I'm going to deliver content about family. I'm going to deliver content about current events, about theater, since I'm into theater, and people who might be interested in theater. So I have all of these things that I want to talk about and address. So, and to bring awareness, I spoke on trafficking in one of my videos, and that was one of my videos where I deliver content that's bringing awareness. So I want to do things like that. I'm going to talk about divorce. I'm going to talk about that and how it affects the children and what we can do to help them. And so a lot of times when some people get divorced and their children are really young, they think that it's not affecting the child, but it really is. It's affecting the child, and you don't know that, so you're not addressing the issue properly with that child. So that child is not getting the help that they need through that process, because the child is grieving too, grieving a loss. And so they need someone to minister to them, to help them to get through that, you know. So, all right. So let me think. I want to make sure that I covered everything. I'm not going to be before you long. I just want to stop by, give you an update on my YouTube channel, let you know where I am, what's going on, because I don't want you to forget about me. So I kind of want to pop in and out as I'm doing things, getting my studio together. You know, when I got my lighting kit, I was so excited because when I put it up and looked at it, I was like, oh my God, it looks like a studio. Oh, I was so excited. Oh, it just makes me feel good. It makes me want to keep on going. But I just want to let you guys know that little secret that everybody's studio is not a real studio. Some people are in their bedroom, bathroom, garage, basement, wherever, and it's hiding a lot of mess. In some cases, like they didn't make up their bed. They got all these clothes all over the place, but you would never know because that black backdrop is hiding it all, but they look good before the camera. So anyway, I still have a ways to go, guys. Oh yeah, I just want to let you know that don't forget to stop by my YouTube channel and subscribe. Please subscribe. And then if that bell appears, make sure you click on the bell so that you will get a notification whenever I upload content. Okay? All right. I think that's going to be it for today. We talked about lights, we talked about content, and we talked about, let me say a little bit more on content before I go. So on content, I haven't really created content for my channel yet, because I've been so busy, you know, trying to get things together. And so I pop in and out and I'll do some type of video for you just to, you know, to keep a presence before you. But I haven't really sat down and organized and planned out how I want to deliver the content. So I just want to let you guys know that I've been winging it, but winging it is not always good, okay? So any of you who are planning to do this, don't get in a habit of just winging it, all right? Sit down, plan out your content, organize your content, and then make sure that you deliver it, and then go back and edit it and get it as to the point that that really satisfies you, and then put it on YouTube. Some of you may know, who are my Facebook friends, that I've been uploading or downloading my videos to Facebook, so you can see them there. But when you see them on Facebook, you're seeing the unedited version. So when I put it onto YouTube, it's going to be edited. Okay, so if you watch it a second time, it may be a little different. Like if there were any bloops and blunders in this one, you may not see it in that one. And then you'll see maybe special effects and, you know, all kinds of little things happening along the way to just kind of show off the editing practice that I'm getting. All right, so content, you want to stay before your people, your audience. You want to deliver. If they're looking for you on YouTube or looking for a particular subject, you want to be able to deliver when they find you. Whenever they come to your channel, you want to be able. So whenever I'm doing content for Christians and Christians know that I deliver content for them, they'll know when to come. At some point in time, once I get a schedule incorporated, then I will also make that available so that the Christians will know when I'm going to have ministry-driven content coming their way. They'll know when to tune in for that. All of my theater people, they will know when they can come and expect to learn something about theater or to audition or whatever, or to even see clips or short skits or, you know, things of that nature. So Anyway, it's a lot coming. I got a lot to do. I'm excited, and I'm just ready to do this. You know, that somebody once said, famous, T.D. Jakes, I believe, once said that you should prosper in your gift area. So I like to write. I like theater. I like doing this. So I expect to prosper doing this, and it won't feel like work. Because you know, once you start this, if you're thinking about doing this, let me tell you, once you start this, it has to become a part of your life. All right, like a job, like a 9 to 5. You have to put the time in. You have to put the dedication in. You have to put the research in. You have to deliver the content. So if you're thinking about doing this, just know that there's going to be some work involved. So don't start and then put it down. You're going to have to stick with it if this is what you want to do. And I'm sure that over time it will pay off. Okay? All right, everybody. Again, this is Sherry Wright. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Go over to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Hit that bell so that you'll get the notifications. And until we meet again, love you.